G'day guys, my name's Dave Tran and welcome to this Throwback Thursday edition of GuitarZero2Hero song tutorial. And in this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to play Skinny Love by Bon Iver. This is a fairly basic song to play, so it's going to be great for beginners. For the basics, you'll need your guitar in standard tuning, no capo, and you'll need to know 5 chord shapes. Now if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to GuitarZero2Hero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Just before we get into the chords, I just want to note that in the recorded version, Bon Iver actually plays this in open C tuning. So it's an alternative tuning, however it is a bit of a hassle to tune back and forth between open C and to the standard tuning, and you might risk breaking strings doing it. So I'm just going to teach you this in standard tuning. On top of that, in the recorded version, he doesn't actually tune that guitar to pitch. So if you actually tuned to open C and played it to the song, it would actually still sound a bit off. So with this version I'm showing you, I recommend that you play along to my playthrough at the end of the video. That's going to be the best way to practice. If you play along to the song, it's going to sound okay, but in the recorded version, to true indie and folk fashion, they haven't exactly tuned to pitch. It sits somewhere in between open B and open C, so it doesn't sound quite right. So the 5 chord shapes are A minor, C, F, G, and C/B. So to play a C/B, you're basically going to play an E minor shape with your middle and ring finger, and then with your index finger here, you're going to put that on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and you're not going to hit the 6th string, and that's C/B. Now throughout the whole song, there's one strumming pattern, which is really easy to remember. It just goes like this: down, down, up, and in succession, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Throughout the lesson, in the annotations, I'm going to have just a small number next to each chord, and that's just going to tell you how many times you're going to need to play that strumming pattern for that particular chord. So starting with the intro, we have 3 lines of chords here. Our first line is A minor and C. A minor played for 1 strumming pattern, and the C played for 3 strumming patterns. That line is repeated 3 times as well. Then the second line of chords is G and A minor. Both chords are played for 2 strumming patterns, and the final line of chords is C, played for 4 strumming patterns. So in total, the intro will sound like this. Now we get to the first verse, and the first verse chords are exactly the same as the intro. You're going to repeat this whole section of chords again. However, when you repeat them, you don't actually play that 3rd line. So the second time round, you only play the A minor to the C 3 times, and then you play G and A, and then we get into the chorus. So make sure you note that when you're playing along in the playthrough at the end of the video. Now we get to the chorus, and there's just 2 lines of chords. Now the chords in each line are exactly the same. The only thing that will differ is how many strumming patterns we're going to play for each of the chords. So for both lines of chords, we have C, then C/B, then F. Now in the first line, we have C for 2 strumming patterns, C/B for 1, and F for 1, and that line is played 3 times. And in the second line, we have C for 2 strumming patterns, C/B for 1, and F for 4 strumming patterns. So the chorus will sound like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. We get to the second verse, and the second verse is exactly the same as the intro chords. So it's actually shorter than the first verse because we're essentially just playing the intro chords. Then we get to the second chorus, which is exactly the same as the first chorus. And then we get to our bridge. Now the bridge has 2 lines of chords and they're very similar to the chorus chords. So C, C/B, and F for both lines. But for the first line, it's not actually going to be repeated 3 times. It's just played once. So the bridge will just sound like this. Then the outro of the song is exactly the same as the intro to the song. So now I'm going to be playing the entire song with a vocal backing track on top for some context. So feel free to play this back as many times as you want to practice, play along, and see how you go. Bear in mind that this is going to be the best way to play along to this song, because if you play to the studio version, their guitars aren't exactly in tune, so it's going to sound a bit strange. Hope you guys have enjoyed this Throwback Thursday. Be sure to head over to GuitarZero2Hero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more in the future, then of course, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much. Leave your thoughts, comments, and questions below, and I'll see you next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.